Hey guys, welcome to ISFA Studio, where I try to make AI simple and approachable to everyone. And what if I told you that you could create your own personal AI assistant tailored precisely to your needs without any coding experience whatsoever? Stick around and find out how. So, personalized AI assistant. We're going to be creating one today, actually. I just want to show you how simple it can be and how useful it can be. We're going to be making it in ChatGPT with something called custom GPTs. And if you think of a custom GPT, it's basically just an AI model that has been specifically customized to your needs. And you can create as many of them as you want for whichever task, and you just have that AI model that repeatedly does exactly what you want in every, little category that you might need. It can be used for personal things, for creative things, for business, for developers, for really anything. The use cases are pretty limitless. I use them all the time. It saves you a bunch of time when instead of having to, every time you talk to ChatGPT, explain to it exactly what you need, give it the context, give it, the right prompts and things to make it do what you want. You just have to create a custom GPT one time, and then every time you talk to it, it already has all of that information and can just give you a perfect result without you having to go in and kind of, go back and forth every single time. So let's jump right in. Here I have my ChatGPT open. Now to create your first custom GPT, all you have to do is click on this Explore GPTs down here. First of all, here you'll see the marketplace of existing custom GPTs. A lot of companies create um, custom GPTs that pretty much let you do, all sorts of things. I mean, there's ones for writing, there's ones for productivity, there's ones for research, education, lifestyle programming, and you could really spend a lot of time going through these. There's a lot of really cool ones. But in today's video, I just want to show you how you can create your own. So to make that happen, all you have to do is click this Create button right here in the top right, and you'll be welcomed with this screen. Okay, so there's two ways to create custom GPTs. There's this one here where you talk to a GPT builder chatbot and kind of guide it through what you'd like. But then there's the configure side, which I prefer. It's still extremely simple, and I just like having access to exactly, what's going to be going on. So let's just create one together, a very simple GPT. I'm going to call this one uh, My AI Tutor. Okay? Now for description, you can just add a little description about what it does. So I'm going to say, you explain AI topics in a simple way tailored to non-tech savvy individuals, for example. And then in the instructions is where you can get creative and you actually tell it what it should be doing and how. So for this example, I'll say uh, your task is to explain complex AI topics in a simple way. Keep your responses brief and easily understandable. maybe use metaphors to make concepts easier to understand. Tar well, we don't have to say that. All right, so there you have it. There's some instructions, and you could really like you could put anything in here. It's it's really fun to play around with, to just experiment with what kind of GPTs you can make. Then if you scroll down, you'll see conversation starters. So this is if you want some conversation starters to appear. For example, let's say, what is AI? You know, that would be a conversation starter. Um, and then scrolling a little bit further down, you'll see a few more options here that are very cool. So the first one is the knowledge. And in the knowledge, you can actually upload any type of file. You can upload, you know, PDFs, Word files, Excel files, images. You can really let your imagination roam here. For example, I made a Carl Jung custom GPT for my own personal shadow work, and what I did here in this section with the knowledge, I just went and downloaded like 20 books on shadow work, and you know, Carl Jung's books and then other ones that came afterwards, and I just uploaded them all. So it has that all of that knowledge, like 20 books of specific tailored knowledge that it can use and pull from when it's kind of talking to you. Side note, another fun thing to do is to give it a persona here. Like with the Carl Jung, I told it that it should take on the persona of Carl Jung and respond as if it were him. So when you're talking to that thing and trying to, you know, uncover some aspects of your shadow, it's really cool because the way it talks back, it's as if Carl Jung was talking back to you. So yeah, you could just click upload file here and then, you know, choose your file. And then the last thing that I want to talk about are the capabilities. And this is pretty much what capabilities you want your custom GPT to have. So you can let it be able to search the web, you can allow it to generate images, and you can allow it to use the code interpreter and data analysis, which pretty much it needs if you needed to like do any sort of calculations. If you have a custom GPT that, you know, has some of your company Excel files and you needed to just do some analysis, you know, kind of repetitive analysis every day or every week, you'd probably want to leave this on. I'm just going to turn it off for now because I don't think we'll need it for this custom GPT. Um, and then the last thing, you can create a profile picture or cover image for this GPT. And you can do that by just clicking the circle right here with the plus, and it'll let you either upload a photo, or the one that I prefer is to just use DALL-E, which is OpenAI's image generation model, and it'll just create an image for you. So let's do that one. Let's generate with DALL-E. It's going to be thinking for a second. And there we go. Our little AI tutor has a profile pic. And one other thing, as you're working on custom GPTs, you can actually test them out right here in the side panel. For example, let's just try the conversation starter, what is AI? And you can see that it pretty much starts explaining it in a super simple way using like metaphors and not going, you know, too in depth, but just doing exactly what it's told to do. And if you're not happy with the way it's responding, maybe it's too long, maybe it's, Maybe you're creating something that, like a custom GPT for your social media content, one that generates like descriptions for whatever your posts. Um, in the instructions, you can give it examples of what you like. And then again, you can just do the same process of like testing it out and seeing if you like what it's doing, and if not, just going in and modifying these instructions. And if your instructions get a bit too long, you can just click this button right here, which opens it in a bigger screen and makes it easier. But anyways, once you've done all of that and you're happy with how it's working, oh, actually, one last thing that I just want to mention that I won't get into in this video. It's a bit more complicated, but you can actually create actions for your custom GPT as well, which actions would be like letting it access your Google Sheets or letting it interact with whatever your company's API, or different APIs on the web, like weather, for example, or the price of Bitcoin, whatever it may be. But this one is a little bit more involved, so I'm going to save it for another video. So anyways, once you've played around with this and you're happy with how it's, responding, all you have to do is click Create up here in the top right, and then you can choose if you want it to be available only to you, available to anyone with the link, so you can share it with your friends or with your colleagues or with your family, or if you want it to be available to anyone on the custom GPT store. And in that case, anyone browsing the marketplace can find your custom GPT and use it. In this case, I'll just do anyone with the link and click Save. And just wait a second. Boom, GPT published, and there is the link to the GPT. You can click View, and here it is. There you have it. And up here, if you click on it, you can edit the GPT if you'd like. You can copy the link to send it to your friends. You can show and hide it from your sidebar, which is over here. And that's pretty much it. You can really get creative with this. I mean, I've been playing around with it so much. It's really fun, and the use cases are infinite. I mean, anything that you see yourself doing repetitively on ChatGPT, it is probably a good idea to try to make a custom GPT, just have it saved in your sidebar, and just use it that way. And one last thing, if you don't see your custom GPT in the sidebar, you can find it by clicking Explore GPTs again. And then instead of clicking Create, you just go to My GPTs, and you can just find it super fast. So yeah, there you have it. Super easy, no code required. Literally anyone can do it. I really hope you give it a try, and let me know. Let me know what kind of custom GPTs you make. You can even paste the links in the comments. And if you have any requests for any custom GPT that you'd like, just let me know and I'm down to help, or if you have any questions. So thank you for watching. If you like and subscribe, that'd be a huge help. I'm just kind of getting started with this channel. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you. Have a good one. Peace.